Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Today marks day 147 of the ongoing mystery surrounding Kate's whereabouts. If you are Princess Charlotte, you might as well find yourself added to the growing list of concerns. The question now isn't just, where is Kate? But also extends to, where are Louis and Charlotte? As many of you might be aware, the royals have recently stirred quite a commotion when Kate supposedly released a new photograph of Charlotte. Oh, the excitement over a simple photo release. However, upon closer examination, it appears Charlotte is dressed in nearly the identical outfit from a previous photo that was circulated during Mother's Day, a photo many have already labeled as questionable or even fake. Let's delve deeper into this issue because now it's not just about locating Kate, it's about understanding the whereabouts of all the children. Strikingly, the only royal child who has been visibly seen in public recently is George, and that was only because he was accompanying his father. Charlotte and Louis, however, have completely vanished from the public eye. Even the royal-centric media is starting to raise eyebrows and question the narrative coming from Kensington Palace. They seem to be playing games with us by circulating old photos and passing them off as recent ones. This is particularly perplexing and frankly unacceptable. Let's reference a recent comparison made by GB News. They juxtaposed the questionable Mother's Day photo with a new image of Princess Charlotte. And alarmingly, there seems to be no sign of aging or change in her appearance. Children, especially at Charlotte's age, typically show noticeable physical changes even over a short period. Yet, there seems to be no difference in her look from a photo supposedly taken last December to now. This raises a significant red flag. Recalling last November, Charlotte wore the exact outfit featured in the latest photo, which has not altered in the slightest. This repetitive fashion choice is peculiar, especially for a family that usually does not shy away from showcasing a variety of royal ensembles. Some speculate this could be part of a broader issue within the royal family, suggesting perhaps there are underlying reasons related to potential marital discord between Kate and William, though these are just rumors. What's more, the palace's method of distributing these photos is also under scrutiny. Rather than providing these images to legitimate news outlets, they retain copyright and control over their distribution. This unusual tactic of releasing photos without even providing them to the British press in advance hints at an attempt to manipulate the narrative. Adding to the oddity is the claim that these photos are freshly taken, which many find hard to believe given the context and timing of their release. The manner in which Kensington Palace is handling these releases suggests an orchestrated attempt to portray Kate and William as relatable and down-to-earth, despite the obvious full staffing and resources at their disposal which belie such a portrayal. So, as we continue to ask, where is Charlotte, and why the deception with old pictures? It becomes increasingly clear that something unusual is at play within Kensington Palace. The narrative they're pushing doesn't add up, and it's our responsibility to question and seek the truth behind these carefully curated images. Continuing on, the narrative that Kensington Palace is pushing raises several red flags that we cannot afford to overlook. The question of authenticity and transparency within the royal communications becomes ever more pressing as days pass without a clear sighting of Kate or her children. This scenario brings us to another concerning point: the general portrayal of Kate in these narratives. There have been whispers and rumors suggesting that Kate might be engaging in unusually solitary activities, such as night swimming in dark, cold places. Such characterizations seem out of character and oddly specific, adding layers of mystery to her already puzzling absence from the public eye. It's crucial to consider the implications of these portrayals and the lack of direct communication from Kate herself. The reliance on past photographs and sparse, controlled releases of information does not just affect public perception, but also reflects on the internal dynamics of the palace. It seems as if there's a concerted effort to maintain a particular public image without offering genuine transparency. Furthermore, the strategy of reusing old clothing in new photos, if indeed true, is not just a matter of fashion or frugality. It could potentially be a tactic to confuse and blur the timeline of appearances and activities. This practice, if confirmed, would be quite unusual for a family of such prominence and resources, and raises questions about the motivations behind such decisions. As observers and commentators, we must be diligent in analyzing these developments. The release of information that seems strategically timed and manipulated suggests a deeper narrative at play. It prompts us to question the authenticity of the images and statements released by the palace. Why is there a need to assert that recent photos are genuinely new? Why the secrecy and controlled dissemination? These are not merely trivial questions, but are essential in understanding the broader context of the royal family's current situation. In the digital age, where image and perception are tightly controlled, the actions of Kensington Palace are reminiscent of a bygone era, where information was more easily manipulated without public scrutiny. However, today's tech savant and skeptical public are more challenging to convince without solid evidence and consistent transparency. As we continue to monitor the situation, it remains crucial that we keep asking the hard questions and seek verifiable information. The royal family, while entitled to its privacy, also has a public role that comes with expectations of openness, especially when public interest is as high as it is. The mystery surrounding Kate's and her children's whereabouts not only fuels speculation, but also diminishes the trust and affection the public may hold for the monarchy. Only time will tell how this situation will unfold, but it is clear that the resolution to these mysteries will be crucial in shaping the future relationship between the British public and the royal family. As we mark day 147 of this saga, we remain watchful and hopeful for clarity and truth to emerge from Kensington Palace.